Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, AV community. We are back with another podcast episode. My name's Adrian. I'll let the rest of the team say hey.
What's up, guys? It's Evan.
Hey guys, it's Tamara.
Hey, it's John. Ya tú sabes.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Susan.
What's up? It's Melissa.
Hey, it's Naomi.
All right, we're back with another podcast episode, but before we start, Susan wants to go ahead and kick things off, lighten the mood with a little dad joke, as she says. So go ahead, Susan, and now's your time to shine.
Okay, so did you know that elephants only have 2 feet?
What?
What?
Elephants
Two
only
in-
have 2 feet.
2 in the front, 2 in the back.
It's 4 feet, bro.
No, because they have 2 feet. I don't know. It was funny at
Crickets.
Legoland.
I'm
Oh,
just
you think like the
kidding.
front
It was
is like
funny
not
at
like the 2
Legoland.
feet, but the back is the 2 feet.
Yeah, I think I said the
But the
joke
back
wrong.
might not be the 2
You
feet.
might
The
have.
front might.
The delivery wasn't. No, I'm just kidding.
It's okay. I tried. It's okay.
No,
good,
I mean,
that's
it's, like,
good.
it stumped me. It sounded more like a riddle. being
Yeah, I
like,
felt like I was trying to solve it.
Okay, so the joke, I just remember the joke. So the joke was, do you know, did you know that elephants are only 2 feet tall? And then you're supposed to be like, what? No.
Oh my god.
2 feet in the front and 2 feet in the back. I don't know. Something like that. They're dad jokes. They're supposed to make you laugh.
What are you rating that one? That's like a B for me.
This is like a B for me. I give it like a C because you had to explain it. If we would have just left that as is, then we would have stuck at a B.
This joke was brought to you by Legoland because we heard that one at Legoland.
Not advertised. Not advertised.
Not advertised.
Definitely
it was
not.
hilarious.
Or else we.
We're about to get copyright strike. Okay, but today's topic is I forgot it. What's life like being what was it?
So today's topic is, first of all, let's welcome Adrian back and Evan. You guys haven't been in a podcast in a minute.
That's
Yeah.
what vacation's for.
Yeah, vacay.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a minute though. Yes.
It has been a minute.
Must be nice, right, Tamara?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all had a week off too.
Well, that was because the whole office was closed.
Listen,
We had I had at least 2 weeks off.
Crazy.
had a little bit more than 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
That 1 week felt like a whole,
Years worth.
yeah, I can hear Hall of the Mountain King just playing in the background as I'm running to get presents and get everything done. It wasn't even fun.
It was really like extended time in Mexico. Felt like a month.
I was ready to come back. I could not be at home anymore with the kiddos. I love them though.
I was about to say in a good way.
So today's topic was being a child. We always wanted to be an adult, right? Is it everything you ever expected to be? Anybody?
Who wants to go first?
I never expected all the bills and the
Mm.
things to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Like getting a new car is probably like the most.
Stressful.
Dang, I didn't even, it just comes out the side and it's like, wow. So yeah, not stressful. None of it is stressful. It's more just like, oh man, you're keeping me from doing things that I want to do
Mm.
for a time.
Facts.
I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna let anything keep me away from doing anything that I don't want to do. So,
Okay.
but yeah, every now and then you're like, gotta pay that bill.
I think for me, I didn't think about all the responsibility, especially as a parent. Like now having to see my kids tell me, "I wish I was an adult so I could do whatever I want," and I was like, "I am an adult and
You're
I
like,
can't
you
do
have no
whatever
idea.
I can't do whatever I want." So yeah, the responsibilities and bills and how crazy life is not all what it's cracked up to be, y'all.
Wait, okay. No, I believe you though. I believe it.
yeah, for sure. I did not, nothing I planned when I was young. I was like, oh, when I grow up, I'm going to be like a doctor or something. Like, I always thought of that. But I never ended up in medical school or anything like that. So I'm like, in a way, I mean, I guess I ended up in a better place, but I don't know. It's not all cracked up as it used to be. Yeah, I have, I guess, more freedom than I did when I was younger, but it's not like I have, what is it called? I can do whatever I want and go wherever I want. I can't do that. No. I'm like, I got responsibilities. You got school, work. You even have to go home and take care of like family sometimes. So it's like, life isn't all cracked up what it used to be. And then it's like, you don't even think about that until you're older. And then you realize life's too short and you have to spend it with your loved ones because you never know.
Agreed.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my relatives are getting older, so I'm like, I have them right here, right next to me. So be with them as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And times are crazier. There's a lot of crazy stuff happening in the world today. A lot of political stuff, crimes.
It's like Gotham.
Yeah.
I guess that's another thing. Being older, it's like you appreciate what's closer more because, you know, as like you don't appreciate, not saying that you don't at all, but as a kid, you don't appreciate like grandpa or grandma and then, or, you know, any relative that you might be closer to when you're younger and then you grow up, you're like wanting to keep what matters most.
I totally get that.
'Cause now I'm like, I want to be more with my family, more or less, rather than like, oh, I want to be more away from them. Even though like we keep a medium with your friends and with your family, you just gotta enjoy the best of both.
I think I had the conversation with where, like, being younger, one of my favorite parts was when all the family would get together, all the cousins, and we'd be like at the table playing games and stuff. And like the older we get, everyone is either getting married, having their own families, and doing their own things. Like for this Christmas, on my side of the family, the only people that got together were just myself, my family, and then my parents and my siblings. And then we like visited my grandma for like a bit, and then my in-laws. But like my other in-laws, like my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, they all did their own things, you know? So like no one really got together this year, and it was just like, dang, like life is just really just going, and we forget to appreciate that when we're older.
Facts.
Or makes you more appreciative, maybe.
Yeah.
Because now, like, you haven't seen so and so for like a minute, but not like so long where it's like, oh, I haven't seen them in years or anything. It's like, say, or like an example, a sibling of mine is moving out the house, so I won't be seeing them as much, even though they can be living down the street.
Yeah.
So I just kind of like go whenever, but you know, it's gonna be nice to get that break. But then when you see them again, it makes you feel like, oh, you appreciate them just as much because you're not used to seeing them every day.
Yeah, I totally get that. Adrian, you've been way too quiet.
Cause y'all went deep, man. Y'all started talking about siblings going away.
knowledge.
I was like, then we got into politics, and I don't talk about politics. I was like, here we go. But it's like what, like I don't know,
What was something you said as a kid that you wanted to be?
an adult.
Yeah.
So I'm like, now that
But
I'm
what
adult,
was it
I'm
that
like,
you wanted to do? Like,
Was it everything you wanted it to be, basically?
not really, but I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Elaborate.
Listen,
Come on,
I'm getting
Get on
there.
it.
I can't even finish his sentence. Just like elaborate, like
It's an interrogation.
like I know this is an interrogation room, but chill. No, it's just like I don't know. Like as a kid, it's of course hearing my parents talk about bills and stuff. I was like, you guys are just lying. You don't want to buy me McDonald's. So now it's like, damn, there is.
Oh,
bills.
damn, I felt that.
No,
Right?
you're
Like,
lying.
oh, I want McDonald's. No, we got bills. There's McDonald's at home.
Mm-hmm.
What you talking about? We got a cup of noodles, bro.
You got frijoles in my, oh yeah.
For real. But no, I mean, now it's just like, damn. Now bills are, I have to worry about it. No one else is doing it for me. So I'm like, I have to worry about bills, work.
You saying that made me think of when the kids say, like, just use your credit card. You have money in there. And just being so, like, oblivious to how the world really works and thinking that the money
credit
is
card
in
is
the
just
You got
card.
there.
no,
Yeah,
no
like,
idea.
you know?
Like I'm like $100 left in the credit card.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, and the kids sometimes be like, you could just buy it. I'm like, with what? You got money? And they're like, you have your credit card. And I'm like, the credit card has no money.
You're like, so you do listen.
And then they'll say something about like the bank. The bank has all my money. I'm like, the bank got nothing.
Oh man, so rudimentary that the way.
Yeah, you
You're
know?
like, man, if only it was that easy, kid.
Yeah, like
You look
it's,
down, it's like, I wish I was back at your age.
honestly, I always tell him that just wait until you get older, and he swears on it. He's not having kids. He's not getting married because he's like, I don't want no problems. I just want to live
You're
my
like, kid, you
own
don't need to worry
life
about that.
in my own Ferrari. I was like, you do that.
Ferrari. I like it. No, but that's the thing
He's dreaming
too.
big.
Mm-hmm.
Like as a kid, you always have like your dream car
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It's like, oh, and then you realize how much your dream car costs, and you're like, damn.
Is it even worth it?
Or
Like,
like
now
you
as
can't
an
even
adult.
drive that car. Like, oh, like it'll lose value and all these other things you didn't even think about.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Mileage and whatnot.
it's
You don't even know what
crazy.
mileage is.
Yes. As an
I didn't
adult,
even
I
know
still
that.
struggle with mileage.
I just thought, I mean, I'm gonna drive that to like my job. Like what? Like,
yeah. When you're doing your insurance and they're asking you how many miles you're gonna put in it, you're like, I don't know.
You're like, what do you mean? It's like
I
my
don't know. Let
daily
me go
driver.
check.
Like all the little details as an adult, like you have to worry about insurances. Even like when we're doing our benefits and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and like having to pick what dental and stuff is just like, dang, all these big
didn't
life
even know.
decisions.
I was just marking them. That's probably bad. I was like, which one sounds the best? I don't know.
That's so funny.
But that's the thing too. Like as a kid, and you hear these kids talking about wanting to be adults, they
Yeah.
don't really know. No one's teaching them these things of like insurance,
Mhm.
credit cards, and things like
Mhm.
that. So it's like,
It should be like a fundamental class in schools and stuff for them
don't
to.
even get me on that, man.
It gets so rare because it's only how far a teacher is willing to care about.
Not just that, but I think also parents should do that too. Like,
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's just tough because I remember growing up, I was shielded from a lot of different
Mhm.
topics and things,
Mhm.
and I don't know, like I didn't know a lot of things growing up. So like as a parent now, I think about these things and I try to be super open with the kids. Like this is what's going on. This is what it is, and yeah, just trying to have them aware that the world isn't really what we think it is with TV
All fun and
and
games.
Nintendos and
That's really smart because I was the same way. Like I always thought, because I was always shielded from things like really
Uh-huh.
important information that might have been
Yeah.
useful when I was younger to know about. Of course, like it's like certain age when they start asking those questions. I feel like it's important to answer those questions because then
Mhm.
they're more prepared.
yeah.
And then I totally agree with you because I'm like, my parents are immigrants and they didn't speak English and they didn't have any support system. So I had to rule out a bunch of things on my own in
Mhm.
elementary school. And it was hard because kids would make fun of me and they were
Yeah.
like, you don't know what that is? I'm like, no, I don't. I don't actually. Can you help me?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
And it's hard because teachers would give me extra English learner classes because I had an accent and all these other
Mm.
things, these little tiny things that I wish I knew
Yeah.
to fit in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, yeah.
That took me back from being what is it, ELS? Because I also had an accent because
Mm-hmm.
in the Valley, most of the teachers would be bilingual, and then
Yeah.
half the time they would talk to you in Spanish, even though it was an
Mm.
English classroom. And so it was very easy to talk to everyone there because most of them were Hispanics and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I moved up here, everyone spoke primarily English and I had an accent. And so I went into those classes and then I developed a stutter and here I am today with my
Welcome.
stutter. So I get that.
Yeah, no, I grew up here my whole life. So that's why I'm like, English was only the primary language. So that's why it was really, really hard, especially for other kids with a similar background, like kids who actually spoke like Spanish and stuff like that. It was very rare to see someone to speak my language, but in the class it was like one or two people that could actually speak another language. The teacher had no, like, she couldn't speak like a second language or anything like that. So everything was like almost half the class sometimes, like if we're lucky, but there was like always like 5 or 6 students, including myself, going to English or ELS classes.
Mhm.
And it was strange to me because I'm like, it's like we're being, like, what is it called?
Singled out, kind of.
Singled out, alienated out,
Yeah.
in fact. And I feel like it was some form of discrimination, to be honest.
It could be.
I remember being bullied a lot.
Yeah.
I used to be chub. So like, you know, I was like an easy target. So like, there's only so much you can take before you start taking it to physical. You know, you're like, hey, man, you know, screw this, and you go. That's beyond the point. You know.
Yeah.
Speaking of like immigrant parents and things like that, they're just, you gotta give them a lot of grace too because that's their first go around as well. You know, so like that's what I give my pops like a lot of work around with, I guess, because he
like
doesn't know a
slack.
lot. So
Mhm.
you slowly give him info by info so he gets it because I guess immigrant parents are, their number one priorities are like working hard
Yeah. Trying to make the
and trying to
life
like
better.
yeah. So it's like I give them a lot of grace for that. So
Mhm.
another thing that I picked up when being older.
Nice.
Yeah. Any advice, guys, for any kids, youth getting older? What is your guys's now being an adult?
It's like go to Neverland, never grow up. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, if you found a youth, and then take a sip because it's tough. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's tough, but it's also a lot of good too.
Yeah, for
We're all,
sure.
we're all speaking of our own personal, and we might like downplay a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of good things too.
No, there's a lot of benefits
Definitely.
to being an adult.
And whatever
You just have to
maybe
use them
feeling is that what they have in that current moment is not going to last forever.
Oh, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. I like that you said that because there is a lot of
Moments in
yeah.
time where you're like, dang, like it's like tough right now. But you come out the other side and you're like, wow, like it was tough, but like I'm on the other side of it and
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah, I did
stronger
that.
for it. It's
did
the,
that.
the
Yeah.
most cliche things are like the most true. Where it's like what doesn't kill you make you stronger.
it's true.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
when
hate
you-
that sounds so cliche, but it's true. A lot of the things that are it's the truth.
Yeah,
So that's what my advice is.
It's facts.
It's not permanent. Nothing's permanent. Like you'll be fine.
you'll be happy you did it,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
type of thing. Adrian.
What advice?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to the older generation as much as you don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
That's my advice. Because realistically, if I didn't listen to my parents with because they started me off like 17, 18, paying rent, paying bills while I was with them. So it wasn't difficult. And now that I'm on
Mhm.
my own, paying bills is like,
You
okay,
used to
I
that.
get my check. I'm like, all right, this goes to that bill. This goes to that bill. How much do I have left over? That goes into savings. I only have $200 to spend on gas, food, and necessities. So I would say listen to, as much as it's annoying to say, because I was at that age too. I'm like, bro, your time's up. It's my time. Like what is it? What is this? SpongeBob, your time's up, old man. Like that was my thought process. But now it's like, damn, I still didn't even know what I'm doing. I'm about to be 24 years old, and I'm like, I barely got a car, barely got a credit card.
Yeah, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna disclose how old I am.
Ah.
Just kidding.
Not that it matters.
Not that it matters, but no, yeah.
Like, let me say, no, I'm just kidding.
I totally agree with that and relate with that because I think you never stop growing, one, and then trying to navigate everything that's changing in today's world, like everything that we knew like last year could be different this year, so it's kind of just starting over again. And so I get that. And now seeing it as a parent's perspective as well, like I'm just like, dang, it's so tough. So yeah, my advice would be just don't grow up too fast. Like they always say, just don't. Just enjoy being a kid, enjoy having fun. Even as an adult, just enjoy being your age, have fun. If you have younger kids, play with them. Just have fun.
Don't even think about it. You just
Don't
do
think
it.
about it. Just do it. Have fun. Just
I don't know about that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm like, think about certain things. Don't think.
Well,
you know what I mean.
You never
Susan
know.
definitely knows what she's talking about.
Yeah.
So I'll take.
Keep it light. Keep it light.
Hey, you'd be surprised. So one of these kids might be listening and be like, you hear that, Mom? Don't think. I'm just going to do it.
I'm just gonna do it.
I'm not going to school no more.
When
Like,
is
Don't
it
wait,
the
don't do
night?
that
Just
now.
do it. No,
no, obviously think before you do anything.
within reason. Within reason.
Within reason.
Yes. If you want to build Lego, build a Lego.
We're going back to Legos, huh?
Damn.
Crazy.
Sorry, man. Now I
The
feel like
one
I have to go buy
topic-
one after this.
I love Lego sets.
I just finished building one for
Which
Christmas, and I
one?
was like, it's a dinosaur T-Rex.
I don't have patience for that, man. I'll
It's
break
good
it.
the way it's like.
I love all the time.
Can't
We
even
should
do
an
puzzles.
ASMR like that, guys. That'd be cool.
A Lego workshop.
We were thinking about that. Stay tuned.
We just get like a bucket of bricks.
I have a lot of ideas for us to do, but I just haven't said none.
Adrian, spit.
I hope you have
I'm
like a
not
paper
gonna-
somewhere, and then you
I know,
just,
they're all in my
it's
head.
all like wrapped, like broken, and like.
Nah, they're all in my head. I'm not going to tell them on the podcast, and then they're going to know what we're doing.
We'll post.
Watch it. Yeah,
It's coming.
it's coming.
Nice. Oops.
So, yeah.
Over here tapping.
We're gonna get Afro Man to perform or something.
Imagine.
Hey, yo.
That'd
Nah.
be dope. I don't think he lives out here anymore.
Go like a basketball tournament, and he brings who's the
Paul George.
that'd
he's
be
the one from Palmdale,
crazy.
right? Yeah.
Play at his
Imagine.
basketball court.
Zaire Williams.
That'd
Is that
be
him
wild.
too?
Anybody got any
Christian
hookups,
Wood.
links, links?
I was like, what do you mean? We're
We in
What's
deep
that?
with the Clippers.
I was about to say that. Our company in the Clippers.
Kawhi, come through.
Kawhi, the claw.
All right,
But,
guys. This has been fun.
Has it's a good one. It's a good return.
Mm.
Good return. Now it's back to escaping, man. I'm just kidding.
Back to the
Grind.
Escapism. No, it's-
This episode was brought to you by the Originals.
Ah,
Oh,
now you
geez.
said that. They're going to be all hurt,
No,
bro.
I told the rest of the team that I was going to say that because as most
Wait,
of you
what's
guys
that?
know,
When did you tell the rest of the team?
I told
Yeah, what
them
was
in
that?
one of the team meetings.
Oh, in
what did
person?
you
Oh, yeah,
just
she
say?
did,
What's
she
that?
did.
The Originals? Who is the Originals of the youth department?
Oh, the OGs.
The
Cube crew.
OGs, the Cube crew.
When you say it like that, I'm like, the original.
Los Originales.
Damn,
Say
they're going to be all
that.
depressed in the cubicle. We're going to have a group supervision and be like, listen, guys, we're all one team, okay?
No, I'm just kidding. I love my team. You guys are keeping me youthful.
I forgot this is like the OG.
I'm going to start crying.
Tony.
Adrian.
Really say anything? Yeah, Tony is
His
here.
presence.
Yeah.
He's here, but he's not
He's not here, but
in spirit.
We're going to bring him back
Yeah,
on
it's
the
like-
podcast.
he's still here.
Mhm.
He's in that chair.
But
There's like sparkles coming.
From the chair.
That's what he gives
Nah.
off.
Sparkle.
Golden retriever vibe.
Wild.
But what's it called? I forgot what I was talking about. Or what I was going to say. I don't know. I lost my train of thought.
I got a little advice right here. I don't know if this will make a difference, but
She Googled it. For everyone
I
that can't
found
see.
it on Pinterest. Yes,
See? Google.
call me out for this, but sure. I said, well, okay. It says.
See, she was about to say, I said, nah.
I didn't say I said,
You
but
just-
I
you
said I
just
have
said-
advice.
Plagiarism?
I have
Yeah.
advice that I found from Pinterest. I don't know who this is. It says, you're not what you look like. You're the music you listen to, the shows you watch, the art you make, the flowers in your hair, and your favorite blanket. You're not the pimple on the nose. You're not the pudge on your tummy. You're not your thighs or your teeth. You're not or the color of your hair. Your mismatched socks you wear, your favorite sweater. You're not what you look like or the body you're in. You are what you love.
Love that.
That's it.
Yeah, that's nice.
That was,
Little, yeah.
That's very endearing.
If it's too weird, you can cut it out. But
What do you mean?
it's
I-
perfect.
yeah,
I'm not going
It's,
to cut
it's
anything
fine.
out.
It's fine. Leave it. It's good. Yeah.
Nah.
That's nice. That is.
That
nice.
is crazy, too, because kids in high school, man, they change.
Mm.
Yeah, they try to be like.
They
what-
fit in with the crowd.
They're trying to be with the persona.
change
No,
is
just be who you-
fine,
who
but
you are,
as long as
man.
yeah,
The other
who
stuff
you are.
is whack because
You have a bunch of doppelgangers.
Doppelgangers.
you do not have to lie to kick it.
Mhm.
True.
Yeah,
That is true. Because kids in high school, man.
they change.
They be
you.
lying. They be
I
friends.
think back to when I was in high school and I'm a completely different person. I'm like, whoa.
Oh yeah.
Is it a good different person or a bad
No,
different
good.
person?
For me, it was sweatpants and sweater all day, like
For-
every day.
I went through so many phases in middle school and high school. And I can't even tell you the way I dressed because it varied from like wannabe little cholita vibes to like
The Sharpie eyebrows.
no, I never did Sharpie eyebrows because I
You're ahead
wasn't
of the
allowed
game.
to
You're
wear.
ahead of the game with the like the squaring off.
No, my parents didn't let me wear makeup, but I would say the little rubber bands on my shoes and wear my Cortezes and
Rubber band on the shoe.
yeah, not my shoe on the
cufflinks.
yeah.
Oh.
The sweatpants. I did that too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then the little tie on the back of. You know what? Let me.
Okay.
She's like, let me sit up.
And then in high school, I went to like a whole like girly girl, and anyways,
Just
so-
a phase, mom.
Yeah, it was. It was literally phases.
Are you
I had a
prepared
lot of
for
phases
that?
too.
Are you prepared to
No.
deal with that?
No.
For the phases in high school?
No.
Well, luckily you're
sir.
there to guide her,
It don't matter.
not to like mold her, but to guide her.
It's still very. I think it's such a tricky and like touchy
Place to
situation.
be.
Yeah, because I see it with my sister and my parents, and I remember how I was. My parents, with me, they were super strict, super strict. So I think when they had the other set of siblings, because they're the youngest ones, and they're kind of trying to navigate it differently than they did with me and my other brother. And so, like, they're very lenient with her and whatever she wants to try, and within reason, right? But then I'm just like, You guys have created a monster.
They're too lenient.
I feel like they're way too lenient with.
Or
I
is
feel
that
like-
is that maybe you're feeling because
Not necessarily, just because just how they are and how they were with me. They went from like
one extreme to another.
yeah, and they say it all the time too. But now it's like you're there and you can't really turn yourself
Yeah.
back. So like when I think about it with my daughter, I'm just like I don't even know. Like I try to be super open with her and tell her things like certain situations that she's even had already as a first grader, kids being mean to
Damn,
her.
first grade.
And like I'm just like, it doesn't matter. Like as long as you feel okay with it. And
Mhm.
there was one time where she wanted to wear a certain color, and I think someone called her out on it, and she didn't want to wear that color anymore because it wasn't girly enough or something. And I was like, if you like that color, why does it matter?
Mhm.
So like kind of navigating all those things and trying to reassure her is very hard because she has to be really assured of herself. And I mean,
You're just teaching her like, oh, you don't need no one to like do what you want to do. Like you can do
Yes.
you all the time.
that's what I try
effortlessly.
to tell her, but it's hard. I can't.
Parenting.
I
Yeah,
don't
definitely.
want
I can't speak on that.
to wait.
I was about to say that.
I'm gonna pass her along when it comes to that because.
But no, it seems like you're on the good path.
Who knows?
Like you're trying your best.
I'm
and that's all
trying
that
my
matters.
best. Yes.
Well,
that's all that
parenting is
matters.
hard. And I'm not even a parent. I can.
We don't
see
even-
parenting
man.
is hard.
We don't know the
I have a dog, and that's hard. I can only imagine a kid.
That's a whole nother.
Having a dog. Oh my gosh.
That's a whole.
We'll leave that for another day.
She's like, we're gonna talk about pets another podcast.
Ugh.
But nah, that's crazy. I forget that you're a mom and you have to deal with that stuff.
Call me out, Adrian.
You're talking about your daughter. How
I'm
am I
kidding.
like,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That's crazy. I
Yes.
think about my parents, what they had to deal with, and I see them now. I'm like, yo.
This is why I love being part of this this department, this team, because I see you guys at your guys' age, even though we're not that far in age, a little bit.
Oh my
a
god.
little bit.
You're doing this to
You know, I
yourself.
think you might
It's
be
funny.
like, get over yourself.
Yeah.
Grow up. No.
Literally, no,
No.
I'm just kidding.
It's funny to me. The whole age thing is funny, but
You know what we should do? This just came to my head, a podcast idea. Have a parents episode.
I was thinking that a few seconds ago. But
Dude, they'd be spitting knowledge.
That's good.
Tell my mom.
but who would be the parent? Oh, your mom.
Your
would
parents.
you? Bruh, ain't
Well, I'm just
nobody tryna
saying,
have
who
my
would be the
parents.
parents? Your parents, like.
I thought everyone would come through. I'm all like, my mom would be.
I feel like my dad would come through.
Oh, your dad seems like a very wise man. Like he's
Very
seen a
wise
thing or
man.
two.
Yeah,
my
I
dad
love
will
my
ramble
dad.
on, so I
My dad too. My
All
dad
of our
will go on in
parents have
circles.
seen
I
thing
feel
or
like
two
every
can give something to
parents
give.
would ramble on, start telling embarrassing stories to us as a kid. and be
Oh,
like,
for
"Hey,"
sure.
End the Zoom. Like, you're- anyways, everyone's like, no, that's not a good idea.
It would be cool to have like older parents and young parents to see like their thoughts and ideas. It'll be kind of like a versus there because I have that with
The
my
ideals.
parents. Yeah, I have that with my
Well, I
parents.
feel like older
sometimes.
generations are different. Like,
That's why. But sometimes it plays well into the
Conversation.
Yeah, like there's a lot of truth to what they say, like you said. So
I just feel like we need to have like parents and non-parents talk about how they view the world today.
You're gonna get a thing that you don't want to hear.
Yeah, low key.
Never
Let's
mind,
scratch
just
that.
Keep it off the airwaves.
I don't know. We're just kind of talking now.
I think vibes. It was good vibes.
No talent, just
Experience
vibes.
vibes, learning.
No talent, just vibes. Speaking of that, we do have our open mic night next week. I
What are you
don't
guys
know.
doing? Oh, we can't expose that. Huh?
What do you mean? What are you guys
Yeah,
doing? You're
what-
part of
you're
the
part
team
of the
too.
team.
You're gonna be there.
I know what I'm doing. I'm asking what you guys doing.
I'm not. I'm
Oh.
recording. That's it.
Take it easy, guys. All right.
I'm doing dad jokes.
You can do stand up though.
Yeah.
You get the stool.
You wanna hear another joke?
Okay, give us another joke to end it off.
Okay.
The delivery better be good on this one.
I'm gonna use one I already did.
Okay, just make sure you know it.
What can you do with a broken pencil?
Sharpen it.
True.
She wasn't expecting that answer.
You can if you have a sharpener, but other than that, it'd be pretty pointless.
Wow, you fell right into her trap.
Low key.
That was too smooth. I have to give you that.
That was
That was a good.
That
That
was-
was a
that-
good.
that was a
dismount.
better
That was
delivery and
an A
everything.
minus.
Yeah, that was
Susan's dad jokes.
It would have been A
Coming-
plus. if
We're
it
gonna
was
have a
funny.
segment now
Yeah.
called Susan's Dad Jokes, and you're
I
gonna
love
be
dad
you're gonna
jokes.
be here every podcast from now on, at least for the in
more-
and
the-
out.
Or pre-record one if she can.
Or
Facts.
Tamara can end with her Pinterest quotes.
They're so dark sometimes.
Well, that was a good one. That can be
You're
that.
gonna start sounding like
Just
Batman.
no, if you find a dark one, it's because you wanted to find a dark one. No, but what are you doing?
But I live in the shadows.
What are you doing?
For the mic.
Or-
Oh, for the mic. I don't know.
You do your impersonation.
Finally,
I don't know.
You still we
Impersonation.
haven't never gotten that. Tony is left.
I'm a turtle. I'm gonna go in my shell, and you're not gonna see me.
A turtle.
I'm a turtle.
I'll play video games in the background. Be like, this is what I'm good at.
I don't know.
That's
I'm
your thing?
Shy.
Serious?
I'll put my YouTube clips up. Like, here you go. That's me. There you go.
I thought you did like a somersault. I feel like you could do like you could do a backflip or something.
I'm too big to be doing backflips, bro. I can barely bend down and pick something up without struggling. I'm pushing 3, man.
I don't believe that.
I am.
I'm gonna be playing guitar, but I'm scared I'm gonna mess up as soon as I like.
Oh, I'm
Sheesh.
excited.
It's gonna be like.
Okay.
Doo, doo.
Like, go,
I'm like, oh my
The
God.
string's gonna break. You're like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm out of here.
If it
Bring-
breaks, no, it's over. I got nothing.
It's over.
Everyone bring your flashlights so that we can do the little concert thing.
Oh my God, that's embarrassing. Because the
That's
song
even
I
more
have
nerve-wracking.
is like kind of you could do that.
What's oh no, don't tell us. Let
Nah,
it
it's
be a
Yeah,
okay.
let's
surprise.
You know,
say
you're
it.
probably not even gonna know what it is though.
It's okay.
In all honesty,
Doesn't sound like it or like what?
it's gonna sound like country-ish.
Oh.
Susan doesn't like country.
What?
Well, it's
I
not
do
for
like
Susan.
country.
It's not for Susan, so it's for me.
That's crazy. All of a sudden, you like country.
Me?
Yeah.
It's country-ish.
I don't mind
Yes.
country.
I was literally gonna play country on the way back up from the Youth Summit, and you're like, "Please, no country."
It's
I was
country influence.
I think in that moment I wasn't in the mood for country.
I don't know. Maybe
Like, I think we were all
gotta-
over it
I
because
gotta
it was
slow it
traffic and
easier in
everything.
Yeah.
Baby,
I
lock
like-
them
there's a
doors
couple
and
songs I
turn
like
the
from
lights
country.
down low. You gonna play Tim McGraw?
I love Tim McGraw.
Shout out to Tim McGraw. All right.
I danced to his but I don't remember the title of the song, but it was like the Daddy's Girl or something like that for my quince.
Oh, he wanted to cry.
Starting to tear up now. We're getting
It's
into
beautiful.
memories.
What's the other one? The George Strait. And nobody listens to George Strait.
I'm not
All my
good with
exes
names.
live in
Oh.
Texas.
Oh, I
Oh.
love that.
That's
Yeah.
him. Come on, guys.
I don't know.
The good music
artists'
is good
names,
I'm
music.
downloading. I just can't remember the names very well. Like you can look at my playlist.
Cap.
George
Literally.
Strait. That's
I'm
the
like
guy.
cap. Stop the cap.
But yeah,
It's a joke.
no, I'm not on the country like that. I just, I hear these names and I'm like, oh, one song from them is like, that's all I need.
But man, was there anything else you guys want to add on the topic at hand, or are we all good?
I'm good.
We're good.
We're good.
Mhm.
Sure.
Yes.
Positive.
Yes, sir.
Glad you guys are back.
Yeah, welcome.
Stop the cap.
Aw.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm like, stop the cap. We'll bring in the other ones so you can have your podcast again while we were gone.
As the silence settles, we leave you with these important messages.
No talent, just vibes.
Facts.
Be back later. Goodbye, guys.
But anyways, we'll wrap up there and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Bye.